He goes deep.
God.
Oh my God! Oh my God! No way!
We got the cancer out of Washington. Now we're here. That was too easy.
We got the best quarterback in the league. MV3.
We're doing big things this year. And y'all didn't believe me. Now look at y'all.
Get the MVP out the way.
2-time. Don't disrespect him.
Big play.
Lamar's going deep.
Fall back.
Bateman! Bang! What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Back Porch Sports. We're back after, what is it, a week? A week off.
Week off.
And, got the four-panel back. You know the co-hosts, Tommy B and K, myself. How y'all boys doing?
Chilling, doing good.
Already got Action Jackson in here.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Welcome back, Action. But we got a few topics to go over today. Obviously, we've had March Madness over the last few weeks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Action Jackson.
YouTube. Shout out, Jackson.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate the love. But as I was saying, March Madness happened over the last month, the last day of March today. So we got our final four games this weekend. The two games we're going to be talking about right here on the panel. I got, Tush Push maybe getting banned. And then, Bees Boy down there got the win up here in Virginia at Martinsville yesterday. Luckily, we didn't stream that yesterday. It would have been a absolute until about the last 80 laps. And then there was actually some wrecks. But let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Florida versus Auburn is the first game of the Final Four. Kay actually picked Florida to go all the way. So
I picked Auburn.
Here. Auburn picked by B as well. But Florida versus Auburn, two powerhouses going at it. I'm going to hand it over to Tommy. He's more of our March Madness, guy. So hand it over to Tommy.
Thank you, T. I think this is going to be a battle of the bigs. You got arguably one of the best centers, big man on Auburn, Johnny Broom, I think. Joni, something like that. He's a dog. Florida's got a few bigs that are pretty good. I forget the game they played just recently. It might have been this last round. When I think Condon is his name. Yeah, he got hurt. It almost fell apart for Florida. So that's clearly big time for them. I think it's just going to be I think Walter Clayton Jr. Dog. Yeah, I think he is probably better than majority of the Auburn guards, but Auburn they're a very streaky team. I mean, that Michigan game that they played in the Elite Eight, or the Sweet 16. Man, I'm all over the place. They played Michigan in the Sweet 16. Yeah, it was neck and neck majority of the game, and then they had those guards just three after. There was just a barrage of threes. So I think either one of these teams could take it. I'm leaning Florida just because I think Florida is the more complete team. I don't think they're as streaky. I think they're more consistent than Auburn. But Auburn's made it farther than I thought, so they might shut me up.
I just want to say, I didn't watch much Florida this year because, I'm not that big of a college basketball fan until about this time. So, I tune in sometimes. We see some close games. But as you said, the number one on Florida, absolute dog in the last 2-3 minutes of that game, completely took it over. Run into the paint, run back to the three-point line, just chuck it up, bang. It's like they couldn't do anything to stop him. So,
yeah, and he put the dagger in him too. It was that three to with 10 seconds left, the fader to the right. That might have been the game before that. They're all
dropping 30 points.
Yeah,
go dumb.
Yeah. And Jackson's got the idea. Yeah, controlling the paint. I think that's a huge factor here. Offensive rebounding is going to be huge. That's what Florida does really well. So
they
I'm
killed
looking forward
us.
to
Shit
it.
on Maryland with that.
Yeah.
I want to say this though, to kind of I know we're supposed to be talking about the Florida Auburn game, but I actually did tune in for the Florida. What was it? What was the last game? The Texas Tech game?
No. Yeah, Tech.
And Darian Williams had 2 wide open 3-pointers to take the game, and he completely shit down his leg both times. Absolutely pants full of crap. Bro stunk on the way back home, bro, for sure. 2 wide open shots. He wouldn't have had any more wide open and clanked them both. So
yeah, I have the box score. Who was his name again? You said
Darian Williams, the forward. He had 23
Darian
points.
Williams. Yeah, he was 9 for 18. He had 23 points, but 3 for 8 from the three. You got to make those.
He was definitely their best player for sure, but
yeah.
they went to him in the clutch, and he did not come through. So, oh my God, Case smacking a boot right on stream. Oh, crazy.
All right.
Well, sorry to take away from Florida Auburn there, ladies and gentlemen, but I guess we'll go ahead. Unless B, K, you got anything else for?
Let's get predictions. Who you got?
I got Auburn winning the whole damn thing. So Auburn.
I'll say this. If Auburn can beat Florida, then I think they can maybe beat Duke. I think Duke's by far the best team out of these 4. I think Florida has the best chance against Duke, but if Auburn can pull it out against Florida, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Obviously, I got Florida.
Yeah, I think I got Florida too. Like I said, their guard dropped 30 last game, and Texas Tech wasn't a slouch team. It's not like they're playing a bad team. And he completely took over when it mattered. So I say he does the same thing, takes them to the championship. So, I guess we'll go ahead and talk.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
We'll go ahead and get into Duke. We'll go ahead and get into Duke Houston, as Kay just said. I guess you can go ahead and just take it away, Kay. What you talking about? Duke Houston?
Yeah, Duke winning. They're disgusting. They got the best player in college basketball. So, yeah. I don't know much metrics beyond that.
Well,
so give me Duke.
It was interesting in that in the Duke Bama game, Flag wasn't even the best. In the box. Obviously, he draws a lot of attention. You gotta. He was 6 for 16 points, a pretty run of them. 16 points is still damn good. 9 boards, 3 assists, a block. He's still balled. But number 9, their center. I think he's 7 foot, 7'1", beast. He's a dog, 6 for 7 because they just throw lobs to him and he dunks it. Is right when you think you got him. He's 2 blocks and a steal. He's nasty. Con Knipple, bucket. Tyrese Proctor, bucket. They got Isaiah Evans on the bench who's just he dunks and starts screaming. They're just this is a deep team, easily the deepest team in the tournament. But I will say Houston is regarded as the best defensive team in the tournament, which we saw against Tennessee. They locked them boys up. And
Tennessee
Kelvin
shot
Sampson.
17% from the 3-point line. Not to cut you off. 5 for 29.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and we got Action Jackson down here. Calling Houston, cheering for Houston. Yeah. The Kelvin Sampson, their coach, is I think the best coach left out of the four. You got some good coaches too, but I think Kelvin Sampson, he's a hell of a coach. He's coached his team very well. They're very defense oriented, so I think they're gonna have a game plan going. This is I did 2 really good games, but this one should be a barn burner for sure. I
They're
think
all
Houston,
1 seeds, right? Or am I tweaking?
yeah, first time
Yeah,
since
both of these are 1 seeds. Yeah.
it's been a while since we've had all ones in the Final Four, but yeah,
I want to
think
say this. I want not to cut you. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
I'm just to finish my point. I think if Houston can play to their potential offensively, I think they'll play a good defensive game. But if they can match it on the offense, they have a chance.
Yeah, I just want to say I am kind of box score watching because I didn't watch the game the Tennessee game. I just kind of saw that they were down 20 basically the whole game. But from the looks of this, Tennessee got held to a team from the field 28%. They shot 15 for 52 from the field. I mean, they got locked up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
And that's on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm going to look them up.
No, you're good. I was going to say, and that's on Tennessee shooting 20 free throws, and Houston only shot 4. So, I mean,
What was the score?
Houston beat them 69-50.
Damn.
So I think if Houston plays that kind of defense, I mean, if they hold Cooper Flag and in check, I think they have a good shot at this. As you said, defense, top tier here. I think we can just go ahead and get into the predictions now. I might have the upset, so I might take Houston. Honestly, I might be the upset, which is crazy to say because they're both 1 seeds. Everybody thinks Duke is going to win it all, but honestly, I might say Houston wins this game. Their defense is locked down.
Yeah, I know. That's why I think it's so appealing because you have the deepest team in the tournament playing the best defensive team. It should be good. It says here they run man to man. They just aggressive man to man with traps and they try to force you to the paint and get those blocks. So and you got a tall Duke team. I mean, when they played Arizona in the Sweet 16, they showed each starting lineup, and I think Arizona had like 3 dudes that are 6'6", and then their center was 6'9", and then Duke is like they got a 7'2" center, a damn near 7-foot power forward and Cooper Flag who can do anything, and then their small forward was like 6'8" too. So I mean they're just tall, lengthy, quick, and they can all shoot. So yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I said my prediction. I picked Houston. I guess I'll go ahead and swing it over to Kay real quick. Who do you think's gonna win? Houston, Duke. Who you got?
As I accidentally spoiled before we swapped.
It's all good.
Duke. I'm taking Duke.
All right, Duke for Kay. Tommy, what you got?
I want to lean the upset, dude. I do. I think if Duke wins this, they win the tourney. But
Hell nah.
man, I don't know. All right. My gut says Duke, but I'm gonna just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go Houston. Let's see it. Let's see. I want to see a good game. That's really what I want to see. I just want to see some good games. There's been a lot of blowouts this tournament, so.
Yeah, it's not like usual March Madness where you have the 1 seeds getting upset and everything else. It's not usual. This is, pretty unusual. But B, Duke, Houston, who you got?
I'm going to go with Duke. As Tommy said, I think they're the most well-rounded team. And I don't know. They're going to have to keep score, or Houston's going to have to keep score with them. So I guess we'll see.
Action Jackson's hyped up about that. 2 of the panelists took Houston.
I'm
surprised.
Too. Well,
honestly,
with Houston too, I think 3 years ago they've made deep runs the last like 5 years, but I think 3 years ago they made the Sweet 16. Last year they made the Elite 8, or maybe it's been like Sweet 16, Elite 8, and now I think this is the first Final Four they've been in a long time. So they each year slowly progressing. I think this could be the year for them. Honestly,
could be. All right, well, Steve, Tush Push is the next one. Let's get into it. Tush Push, ban has momentum now. The Packers were the one that brought it up, to get this thing banned. According to ESPN, the Tush Push ban has, support within the competition committee. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but I would assume that's, people that matter, obviously. So a lot of the things I see about this are, coaches and whatever. A lot of them are saying, if you don't like it, stop it, type shit. So I don't know how real this is. Maybe this is just, something to put out there, to just get some clicks or something. But I figured this was something noteworthy to talk about since they did just win the Super Bowl, and we all bitch about this play ourselves. So just kind of wanted to toss it around, see how you feel about it. Would you be, on the side to ban it, or would you keep it? Kay, what do you feel about it?
We run our own little version with Mark Andrews. I mean, it works, but I mean, I don't think it's it's a football play kind of, but I mean, it's stupid because the defense can't push their players,
right?
But the offense can do it. So I mean, I don't know. I think it should be banned personally.
All right. Tommy, how you feeling about it?
That's kind of where I was going to go with it. Is I don't know the specific rule that they have against the defense. Something about like you can't hit the center head on, right? Or like you can't. There's somebody. I don't know. I don't remember it. I was watching a podcast where they were talking about it, and there's the defense is obviously already at a disadvantage on just because it's a broken play. But on top of the fact that they can't do something, I just think something needs to change. Either ban it or give the defense a little bit of leeway to defend it because it's unstoppable. And I mean, then okay, so you ban it here, I guess. So then nobody can do it. But what defines a tush push? Is it just the quarterback snapping it and then the people pushing him behind? You just can't push behind. You can still do a QB sneak. You just can't get people pushing him behind. Okay.
Push, yeah.
No tush pushing. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Let me sling this to B because we've been talking a lot. B, how you feel about it? Sorry.
I don't know. I fucking hate the play, honestly. They almost got awarded a touchdown against us in the NFC Championship game. I think the play's bullshit. Get rid of it.
Fair enough. Straight and to the point. I'm gonna have to agree with all the boys on the panel as well. I think it's just it's just too much of a disadvantage to the defense. Like you can't prep for the play. Like you can stack the line as much as you want. It's not gonna matter. You got 4 dudes pushing one guy compared to your one self. So I don't know. I just feel like it's bullshit. Like you said, the QB sneak, you can keep that, whatever. You can just fall forward or whatever. But having 3-4 running backs, tight ends, wide receivers, whatever you stack back there to push you across the line, that's just bullshit, personally.
If anything, they just need to let the defense push each other like they do for the offense.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know how you fix it without just taking the play out in total. Like I don't know how you fix it. Like I don't think there is a way to fix it.
Yeah.
Get it the fuck out of here.
Ban it. Detroit fan back in here. I'm not on banning the tush push, but I agree they need to be able to jump to center to stop it better. Yeah, something like it's just too much of an advantage to the offense because once the Eagles are down the 1 yard line, it's wraps. You're not stopping them. They're getting a touchdown.
Could be 2nd and 1. You're getting that bitch 3 in a row. Seeing it 3 times.
Yep.
They're getting in 1 time.
For sure.
Yeah.
They already used the tush push, so expect more penalties. Yeah. I don't know how real this is because, like I said, what I'm seeing around the league, even when they asked, our head coach today, he was even on the side of, you don't like it, just you got to stop it. You got to figure out a way to stop it. I feel like that's the way most of the coaches are going to go. That's just kind of their mentality in general. Like, they're bringing a play to the table. We got to figure out a way to stop it. We can't complain about it. We just got to figure out a way to stop it. So, I don't know.
I think more teams need to do what we did and then just dive over the line 4 or 5 times.
Well, they're still getting rewarded with a first down, touchdown, whatever.
You just got to show them.
Well, see, I respect a coach saying, we drop a play, find a way to stop it, quit bitching, right? But the way that we would stop it is not allowed. So that's where it's like something needs to change. Either ban it or give the defense some leeway. Either way, it's annoying to watch. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure Eagles fans don't feel that way, but fuck 'em.
I mean, they love this. They love that
Yeah.
play.
Well, you got your ring.
Well, and I want to say this about it too, because the NFL is pushing this whole health thing, like they want to be safe and everything else. How does defensive linemen jumping at offensive linemen's legs trying to chop them make it a safe play? Because I feel like this is dangerous. At the same time, all those big boys and stuff like that running at each other, and then you got
the linebackers
more
coming
of them
down to
pushing
kill the
more.
quarterback.
Like they're doing everything to get as low as possible to stop that momentum. That's all you can do is get as low as possible. So eventually someone's going to get their legs taken the fuck out and they're going to break their leg in half. Like it's going to happen. Someone's going to dive at someone's legs and it's going to be GG for an lineman. Lineman's going to be done, son. So no tush push plays at all. Ban it completely. And I feel like that's the only way you can fix it. Like, and not to be, I bitch about it a lot. We all do. We all hate it. B has to deal with it twice a year. We don't ever have to see it. But, now you got other teams doing it. Like, Ravens have their own form of it. You got the Bills doing it with Josh Allen. Josh Allen's basically a cheat code for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot more teams that perfect it too now that if they don't ban it. So,
yeah,
my bad.
I agree here.
Player safety doesn't matter for defensive players, it seems, for the NFL. Yeah. I feel like in the general, the defense and for the NFL, it doesn't matter. They don't want to see defensive battles. They want to see people score 50 points a game. They want to see a 50-50 game. That's what they want to see every single week. That's why, PIs are so, relevant right now. And that whole thing, like, defense right now is such a disadvantage in general. So,
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I agree. I think they should just ban it just for the pure fact is that there's just no way to fix it without either keeping it or not. There's no – what are you going to do? Like, you're going to be like the onside like last year and say you have to tell the other team you're doing it or something? Like, what can they do?
It's not like they come out and you don't know they're doing it, though.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't help at all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so,
they're doing it, and they're going to run it 3 times.
Yeah, so they start faking that, bitch.
If they could, the NFL will force all defensive players to stand around. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't lying there. You ain't lying there. You touch a receiver at all, it's PI for sure.
While we got MSU Detroit fan in here, I want to ask him because I was gonna bring this up while we were still talking about it, but MSU Detroit fan, how you feel about Trey Holloman, the old Klay Thompson 0 for 10 in an elimination game? Because that was y'all's best.
Damn.
That was probably your best player. 0 for 10. I mean, yikes. Y'all still only lost by 6 to the team in the Final Four. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Clay, why'd you call him Klay Thompson? Does he look like Klay?
No, Trey Holloman's like one of their best players, and he went 0 for 10 in an elimination.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah, he pulled the Klay in his last Warriors game.
I mean, 2 points, bro. Like, that's tough. I would be sick to my stomach if I was him or if I was a Michigan State fan. I mean, plus it seems like Tom Izzo does his thing every year. He gets his team high rolling deep into the tournament, and then they deplete. I mean, they fall apart. They lose by 6 to the team in the Final Four, and their best players 0 for 10.
That's tough.
Yeah, no, you're right. Jace Richardson's the dog. I forgot about him, but yeah, team captain 0 for 10. I mean, that's just that's a morale.
That was painful to watch. I know that was painful to watch. Oh my gosh.
I didn't even see that game, but I saw a lot of Michigan State fans talking like, just go ahead and shoot us out of it then, because you didn't have it. You kept shooting. I mean, I respect it. Shooters shoot, but at a certain point, you gotta just swing that.
You gotta swing the rock, man. You just know this ain't your night, man. You gotta swing it.
Yeah.
Good Lord. 0 for 10. That's crazy. I ain't see that. That's crazy. That's horrible.
0 for 10, 0 for 5 from 3. So tough.
He just kept chucking it. He just kept chucking it too.
Tough crowd.
It is a tough one. But we got any last little bits on the tush push? I think we kind of hammered this one. I don't think it's gonna be banned.
Tush push.
I don't think it'll be banned, but I would ban it just based on the fact there's no to fixing it. That's kind of what
I said. There's I think it needs 24 out of 32 teams or something to actually.
Yeah, it needs majority
to go through.
I don't think the Ravens do it.
I'd be on it. I think we'd agree to go against it.
We wouldn't.
Damn
We-
right.
we-
Everybody in the NFC East is gonna fucking try to vote twice.
I'm curious to see where the voting total lands on this. I'm curious. I'd say it'd be about half and half.
I think we would keep it.
I like
Put this on
this.
here.
I like it.
Lions propose that DPI isn't a spot penalty call and it's only a 15-yard penalty like college football.
I think when you get
Be
late
interesting.
in games, you get late into games, and like literally, you say you got 3rd and 10, you don't get this, you probably lose the game unless you get the 4th down, or it's 4th and 10, right? Say I'm gonna just send a dude on an island on a go route and throw it up, and either he catches it or we get a DPI and we get 45 yards closer, and it's like that should not be part of your play calling process, and it's literally what decides games half the time. I mean, the Bills got a BS PI in our game, and they ended up getting 3 points right at the end of half, and they won by 2. So it's shit like that I hate seeing games get decided that way. So I like that a lot, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I think this would save a lot of teams because just me as a Jets fan, I'll never be more frustrated than watching my team get it to a defense or they're on defense. It's like 3rd and 17. And it's like, all right, y'all are playing 10 yards off the fucking receiver. Just don't get a defensive pass interference. And the only thing they can't do, they fucking do. Like, and it would happen damn near every time to the point now Jets fans just expected the team to fucking give up the first down just somehow, like either a long pass play or fucking they're giving up the defensive pass interference. So, hey, I'm for it. Right. I think a lot of teams, as you said, they rely, and a lot of teams stay in games at the end when they're not supposed to be in it at all because of a bullshit downfield 40, 50-yard bomb to the end zone, and they get a defensive pass interference because, as we were talking about earlier, the defense in general is in a disadvantage. You can't touch the receiver, but you got to somehow play the ball, but then you got to play the receiver. But if you touch the receiver, it's a defense. Like, I think, honestly, cornerback might be the second hardest position in football. Like, I
think without a doubt. I think it's up there with quarterback, really.
Quarterback is the hardest without a doubt. Quarterback is the hardest without a doubt.
I agree.
Cornerback is definitely second.
Yeah. And I think, like, if you don't get your head around, literally just not getting your head around, they're either going to catch it or you're going to get a penalty. And then on top of the fact that even if you do get your head around and you barely touch him, you play good defense, you barely touch him, the whole game is spun on its head. Now they're in field goal range. They might win the game. It's like, dude, like I said, I just hate seeing games.
I feel like a lot of games come down to the refs, like in the refs' hands.
I want to see. That's why I do say, and I feel like it's changed a little bit over the last few years. But like college sports and basketball, it like basketball certainly. They let them play a whole lot more than they do the pros because it's like, oh, you're a superstar. We're going to give you that call. Bro, stop. Let them play, dude. Let these grown men play what they're getting paid to play. Anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say on top of that, and just with it touching the receiver, the defense plays good, defense. The cornerback is on the fucking receiver, plays good defense. All the receiver, like a Jamar Chase, all he has to do is look at the ref and throw his hands up like this.
Yep.
Just like that. All they got to do is throw their hands up and just stare at the ref. And half the time, more than half the time now, especially if you're a high price, high name receiver, you're getting the calls every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, it makes it worse that it's already a nitpicky, like it could go either way. But then you add on top of that these high dollar players are probably going to get it just for their name. It just, I mean, come on, man.
Well, especially playing teams like the Bills. Yeah, exactly. Bills, Chiefs. It doesn't even have to be the receiver throwing their hands up. If they see Mahomes or Josh Allen throw their hands up like this while they throw the ball downfield, penalties coming out. Every time. Every single time. So it's like, it's not even enjoyable to watch games against teams that are good like that because you're just going to get fucked on the penalties. You know it. You're going to get screwed no matter. Like, there's going to be one or two calls that it's going to come down to that where you're going to be like, well, if those calls didn't get made in this game and they're like wishy-washy calls, you would have probably won the game. I can't tell you how many Chiefs games they've won off bullshit wishy-washy calls in last-second opportunities, and they somehow come back and win because of a penalty keeps them in the game.
I know they
So-
beat
One of the
y'all
shit
with
that really
penalties.
annoys me
What's that?
when they'll come out like later on in the week and they'll be like, "Yeah, we missed that penalty," and it was like the most fucking game-changing penalty in the like. For example, it was a Monday night game, Sunday night game, and Curtis Samuel had gotten defensive pass interference in the end zone against the Giants, and they didn't call it. And then later on in the week, they said, "Yeah, we missed the call, dude." When I heard or they tweeted that, dude, that shit pissed me off so bad. Just because we lost to the Giants, I don't know. The Giants were kind of.
What I want to say about that is, I don't want to know if the call would have been different. Don't fucking tell me
Yeah,
you made the
don't
call.
tell me that.
Just stick with it. Because now you're just going to piss me off. Because now I know we could have fucking won if you would have just called the right game. You know what I'm saying? Now you tell me, oh, we're sorry. We probably just fucked you out of a win. Sorry.
Or, and another thing, this is almost a completely new thing, is that we start holding officials accountable. They have complete freedom to call whatever they want to call. They could go in there with an agenda and change the complete course of team seasons based on how they call the game. And then they come out and say, oh yeah, we missed this little call and it literally kept this team out of the playoff. Like, they need to be held accountable. I think that goes for all major league sports.
And that would make
baseball,
that would make refs a lot better too.
It would, damn right, dude. In baseball, it's awful.
Baseball's tough though.
I saw the video today with Angel Hernandez or whatever his name is, and the dude threw a strike right down the middle. He was like, "What? What? What do you want?" Or something. I'm like, dude, you're the umpires to call that shit, bro.
I saw the one where it's a clear ball. He calls a strike. Dude gets struck out. Batter gets up in his face, and they're like reading lips, and the ump looks at him and is like, "Oh, well, this is my box now. Like, I'm gonna call it how I call it." It's like, so we're not even playing baseball; we're playing ump ball. You like, you know what I mean? That's just stupid.
There's just too much fucking technology now to be getting calls this messed up, and I feel like it's gotten worse. Like, it hasn't gotten better; it's gotten only worse with calls. I
think it's gotten worse because we can see how clear as day a certain call is, but they just can't. They have to. They gotta have
watching it on a fucking 120 pixel.
Yeah,
there's nothing more frustrating to watching the Chiefs and fucking Jawan James is fucking false starting every play. Every single play, he is false starting.
And they called that on us. They called that on us 3 times in that opener against the Chiefs. They called that on us. They called it on Ronnie Stanley.
No, that was the
3 times. And
what was that one call they kept giving y'all?
The legal formation. Weird. They didn't call that the rest of the season. For real.
Hell no. I don't remember ever fucking hearing that fucking call ever again.
It was so stupid.
We were like, because I remember we were watching the game. We were like, why are they calling this so much? Like, I've never seen this get called so much. And then, maybe the Jets should
disappeared after boring
ass formations. We never get that. I don't know.
And you can't challenge penalties, which is also kind of stupid, in my opinion.
There's so many ways that they could fix, like hold them accountable, challenge penalties, like, you know.
I think there should be like someone above the refs that can make the call and tell them, "Yo, you fucked up."
Yeah,
clear that. You know what I mean?
The chains should be non-existent. I know people love the nostalgic feel of the chains being there. Football should have a tracker in it. They should know exactly where that football is as soon as they're down. There shouldn't be this, oh, well, the ref they moved the ball and it was this close, even though you saw the fucking dude go over the first down or the touchdown. It's like there's too much human error in the game now. Like, there's too much technology to allow that much human error. I don't know.
Well, and I'm all for advocating for keeping like a human touch, like to keep like you can't just make it all technology, because then it's like, well, you know, but we have ways to fix the problems that
with the human.
We have ways to fix that. They're just not doing it, and it's pitiful. But I mean, MSU Detroit fan over here.
Yeah,
you got a lot to say. Yeah, Aiden Hudson getting hold almost every snap, no call because he's a defense player. See, I think I'm with them not calling every.
I've seen this for a long time.
I think there's probably a hold on every single snap of every single game.
Yeah,
and I think it's really just the timing of when they call it that they really need to focus on, like,
or how blatantly obvious it is.
Right. If you see somebody doing it the third time that it's blatant, it's a third down, he's holding, then you call it. But I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I keep talking about the Jets here, but I've never seen a play someone getting held. Jermaine Johnson, when we played them like 2 years ago, that is like one of the worst clips I've ever seen. Dude is
He
like
was
beating
punching
his
him in the
head.
face.
He's hitting him in the head, trying to get around him because he's sitting there holding him. It's like they just watched it and they let Mahomes run right past him for a fucking 15-yard first down. It's like
Game was over.
I used to watch this shit with Ryan Kerrigan all the time.
Oh, Ryan Kerrigan. Yeah, I will say that. I did watch a lot of Skins game. Ryan Kerrigan was held every single play, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Play.
Ryan Kerrigan was a monster. But, yeah, Tush push could get banned. Could not. We think it should. But on to the last topic of the show. I didn't do the thing. Fuck it.
Bro, do the thing. That shit's fine. Do the thing, bro. Do the thing.
All right. Him. Well, we got a panelist, fan of Denny Hamlin, so we'll go ahead and let him take this away.
All right, here we go. Denny Hamlin, absolute domination at Martinsville. Gets win number 6 at the track and puts him like, I don't know, he's tied with some legends. One of the best drivers ever at that track. Yeah, shit feels great. Finally get to lock ourselves into the playoffs, and I don't even know where they're racing next week. I think Darlington. So we're looking for the back-to-backer. And there's
you said he has 6? You said he has 6 now?
Yep. He's tied with Kale.
He's tied with Kale Yarborough, Dale Earnhardt, Fred Lorenzen. He's 1 behind Rusty. He's 3 behind Jimmy, 3 behind Gordon. Darrell Waltrip has 11 wins. Richard Petty has 15 at Martinsville. Good Lord.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry about that. Figured that was an interesting stat.
New crew chief, new squad. We here in the progressive era.
Progressive.
First race win in the progressive car.
Indeed.
Which is sweet.
Yeah. We usually stream these races. It would have been an absolute sleeper for the first, I don't know, forever. It was Denny Hamlin. It was a Denny Hamlin dominant show. It was like a couple guys, leading at the beginning. And then once Denny Hamlin got the car, it was about early stage 2. And he just completely owned the show after that. It was all Denny Hamlin. Christopher Bell, he made a late race push. I thought Chase Elliott would have had the car to, contend with Denny Hamlin. But every time he got to about P3, his car stalled out. So Denny Hamlin, complete domination, honestly.
Yeah. Domination day, or Denny domination's what they like to call it.
Yeah. Now you can add Denny Hamlin to the winners of the 2025 season, which will lock him in theoretically. I can't say that word. I'm fucking stupid.
Theoretically.
Into the championship. Well, not into the championship, but the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Yeah. Was he like the 5th different winner this year, something like that?
I think so.
Larson, Barry,
Byron,
Hamlin,
Larson, Barry, Bell, Hamlin.
Yeah. Yep.
Tush getting him one. Trust.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Kyle Busch is having a Jimmy Johnson fall off. It's crazy.
I didn't even watch
He is
the race,
having it.
so I don't know what
he
he did.
started off at RCR, won 3 races or something, then has been shit since.
Yeah, Kyle Busch. I didn't even see him in the top 20 all day yesterday. I don't think he was not doing well.
Martinsville sucks. I don't care.
Martinsville is a pretty boring track to watch. I only like it because my driver was good at it. So, still boring race to watch. Very long race. Very repetitive. Not easy to pass. So a lot of just people bumping each other and just staying behind. It's just
they go over 100 for half a second.
I don't even know if they hit 100, dude.
Yeah, fuck that.
They might not.
That race sucks.
Man, I'd put 100 down on my car at Martinsville.
That little shitty ass paper clip.
You said they're racing in Arlington next week?
Darlington.
Oh,
Darlington is next week.
South Carolina.
They got the throwback this throwback weekend, so this will be fun. See all the throwbacks. But
we got the best car for sure. Shout out to
It is cool.
Carl Edwards.
I disagree with it being the coolest car, but it is cool.
So who has the best? Denny?
Yeah.
Yeah, John's kind of hard. I like Larson's. Larson's is fucking
sick.
I
think Larson's is probably the best.
He finally changed it.
He did a throwback to Terry Labonte's.
His car's sick
Yeah.
as fuck.
It's like the Kellogg's car.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for our show. I know Tommy wanted to talk about the John or your coach getting, So kind of bring this back up, but we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you can't really you can't really. Well, it was more so we more had a talking point on extending Lamar because there's a lot of talks about extending Lamar, which I don't see the biggest point. I mean, let it, but that's why I'm saying I trust EDC with my life. So I'm
hold on. While you're doing this, I'm gonna look up his contract breakdown. I'm gonna try to.
Didn't y'all just sign Lamar to a contract extension like 2 years ago?
In 23, we signed him for 5 years, so he has 3 years left. If EDC sees something where, like, okay, if we extend you and make it all back money, and because we will have to sign Linderbaum and Kyle Hamilton in the next year.
And Kyle Hamilton's getting
Zay Flowers
number
eventually
one.
too.
I don't think there's absolutely no way that we let Linderbaum or Kyle Hamilton walk. So I think this is like a long game he's playing here.
So this would be the 2025 season going into it. I guess I could show the screen if you really want me to.
That's up to you.
Here, let me share this. Let me go back to this, make sure we're on here. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can really see that.
Not really.
Hell nah.
Sorry. Where's the damn plus button? Damn it. There we go.
51 million in 26, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why. Shit's not zooming in. But 2025, I know you probably can't see it, but his cap number is 43 million. His guaranteed salary is 21, so it really doesn't matter. But he's taking up 15.7% of the overall cap.
Deservingly so.
Deservingly.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, the reason why you're wanting to extend him is because once you get to next year, he goes up to 74 million a year. 74 million in 2027 as well. That's 25% of your cap. So I'm going to tell you right now, that's exactly why you want to extend Lamar, because in theory, this was really only a 3-year deal or a 3-year extension, because those last 2 years, that 70 million, you're not paying that. You're going to give him another contract where it breaks that down a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, in theory, he's up for another contract. Y'all are going to have to pay him again. But the thing is, what it'll do, you'll probably give him like another 5-year extension or 4-year extension or whatever. And that'll bring the cap number for next year and the following year down to where y'all could add more talent. And honestly, it would help your team. So you're not paying him that 74 million at all. So this year, that's crazy. 74
insane.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy talk. I wish I made 74 million.
But yeah, I mean, that's wrote like that because they knew they weren't going to pay that. They were going to eventually in the 2025 season, rip up this deal and make a new contract. Probably give him another 5-year deal, whatever Josh Allen has got, and add whatever amount of dollars. So, yeah, I think that'd be a smart idea for the Ravens personally. Now,
like Tommy said, I trust CDC. I know he knows what he's doing. I think he's a pretty damn good GM.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think that would. I mean, it's not even honestly a choice. You got to do it. Actually,
yeah, like $75 million is crazy.
You have to. And the thing is,
cap space. So,
and if he doesn't work with you, and you have to cut him, right? Guess how your dead cap money is 86 million in that year. 86 million if you have to cut him, which isn't going to happen. But that's if y'all can't work contract extension out, which is not going to happen. Whatever, but figure I'd throw it out there.
That would be ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, now, like I said, now I was kind of like, damn, didn't y'all just pay him like B just said? And then y'all not really looking at it. It's been like, this will be his 3rd year on the new contract.
Yeah, I remember him requesting that trade, bro. That shit was probably the worst day. I
remember I was like, uh-oh.
And then I was hitting the grid again. I was like, ooh, come on, give me 3 first-round picks. Get him.
Yeah, and then Dick Penis said, I don't want him.
Yeah, and then we took the Mormon out of BYU. Crazy.
Who blew Sag.
Zach Wilson sucked ass. Now he's on the fraud fish now, which is crazy. But
He trying to
You say
Mike
you're gonna
White
light
y'all
y'all
ass.
up twice a year.
he probably will play low key,
More than likely.
honestly.
Unless
I think
Tua walks
Tua
out there
there-
in bubble wrap.
He don't need to walk out there and bubble wrap, or else his ass gonna fucking die on the field.
Tua gets hurt again, like concussion related. He's got to,
done.
bro. Like he's got
If
to.
not, he might turn to a veggie.
If not now, he will eventually. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Will. Like that's what is it, like his third or fourth one already? Like he's and it's not like he gets concussion. He dies. Damn near looks like he's dying out there when he gets hit. Like it's crazy.
They slam him on
No.
his fucking head.
Yeah. Well,
Not
I
even
don't know
that.
where
It's just when
Tommy
he
went.
gets pushed on his ass, he just whips his head back and smashes the ground.
Yeah, if anything,
Yeah.
he hits the back of his
Whoa.
head, he just completely gets knocked out. It's crazy. I don't know if like getting knocked out, like having the same way of getting knocked out. I don't know if it like it's easier every time. I wonder if that's the case or not. I don't know how that works.
Probably not. It probably gets worse every time.
Well, what I'm saying is it probably is easier to get knocked out each time, right? That's what I was thinking, right?
I mean, you already
Maybe.
got brain damage.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it's probably maybe it makes it easier for you to go back into that state, getting hit like that. I don't know. I'm not no doctor,
Yeah, I've never
So-
been concussed over and over. So
but
Maybe.
I don't know where Tommy is, and I don't know if y'all have any impromptu topics, but I really don't have shit to talk about. I know that our head coach talked today, and there's a whole lot of nothing. Got to be honest. They're looking toward the draft. Said Justin Fields is our guy. It's basically all he said. Justin Fields, starter. Basically all he had.
Harbaugh talked today. Didn't watch it. Haven't seen any updates besides they're extending Lamar. So
So I looked it up.
You
It
said
says
they
having
are? They
concussion
are?
once makes it more
no, I
likely
mean most
to have
likely,
another.
yeah. Then we're not going to get rid of him.
What'd you say, B? Sorry.
Having a concussion once makes you more likely to have another.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean that's a scary thing. I didn't know that though. So maybe I'm just fucking stupid. Maybe most people should know that.
Well, you probably never had a concussion and have been told that. So
I've never had a concussion, thankfully.
me neither.
Knock on
So,
wood.
I didn't know that.
So, but yeah, as I said, our coach talked. Just Fields starter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, really, I guess just
Lamar
really just waiting for the draft. Of the
Probably
NFL.
getting extended. So that's all I know.
Got anything for the Commanders update, B? Got anything from over there in
No.
Washington?
What
Whoever
Coach
gets
Quinn
on.
say today?
Coach
I know he
Quinn said,
talked.
"Yeah."
said
I ain't
Yeah.
All right,
He
ladies and
probably,
gentlemen, we're
he
gonna get
probably said HTTC.
maybe. But all right, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
hope so.
we're gonna get out of here. We'll see you Sunday for the NASCAR race. And
I will not be
Monday,
there.
no, Kay or Tommy will not be in the building. So just me and B. And yeah, next Monday and every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be right here on Backcourt Sports. Talking about sports. Obviously, it's in our name. But until then, y'all take it easy. And peace.